Alright, got the music. I'm pretty sure by now you all know how Roblox has been flushing themselves down the drain, making a horrible, awful, terrible, smelly update after a whole horrible, awful, terrible, smelly update, and just going down a continuous downward spiral that just never seems to fucking end. They removed ticks, they removed guests, they almost got away with removing events too, and then they removed our chats. And then finally, a couple weeks ago, they announced that they're going to be removing our faces. And because of all of these terrible updates, people have decided to try to move on from Roblox and find some kind of an alternative to it. And the alternative that everyone has been seeming to latch onto recently is a little website called Polytoria. Now, when I first found out about Polytoria, it didn't look all that impressive to me. I thought it was just going to be a fad and people were going to play it for like maybe 2-3 weeks and then return right back to Roblox as if nothing ever happens, and Polytoria is going to be dead again. But when I actually got around to playing it, and when I played their recent event that they hosted called Treasures of Toria, where you could actually do quests and play different games for prizes and actually get accessories that you could actually wear in your avatar. When I played that event that they were hosting, I actually kind of fell in love with Polytoria, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, first of all, not only was the Treasures of Toria event actually well made and fun to play and actually had good games involved, but they also had really well made and really well put together awards that were being given out to people who were participating in the events, which is what people usually care the most about in an event. Roblox has long since stopped caring about the quality of their accessories and their limited time items that they put out and their prizes that they give out during events and all that. They have long since stopped caring about the quality of all of those things. But that's not the case with Polytoria. Polytoria still got that shit in lockdown. They're actually making cool and unique and well-designed prizes for whatever event that happens to be hosted on their platform at the current moment. But man, I played a bunch of different Polytoria games because of this Treasures of Toria event. And holy crap, man, they were really fun. I mean, Polytoria is not quite as advanced as Roblox. It's missing quite a lot of the physics and all that stuff, and quite a lot of the tools that the developers would have if they were developing a game in Roblox. So the games in Polytoria aren't nearly as impressive as they are in Roblox. But holy crap, does the community around these games make them 1,000 times more fun to play. It was just so refreshing to log into Polytoria and just actually be able to communicate and connect with other players. I mean, obviously, first of all, Polytoria doesn't have any of that fucking face scan, ID bullshit where you have to be put in an age group, an age bracket in order to be able to use chat and whatever. You can just straight up verify your email, type in your age on the website, and when you do those two things, you're in. You can chat freely with whoever the fuck you want. You can have conversations with whoever the fuck you want, and it's a really good system. And what allows Polytoria to have a system like this, where they can let people talk with each other without creeps and losers fucking ruining the whole entire platform, is that Polytoria actually has human moderators that can actually look over people's cases and reports and whatever else happens that happens to happen on the platform, right? Like, for example, there was one time where I was bypassing the chat filter, and honestly, it was not my proudest moment, okay? I'm just gonna say that. But I said some terrible things while joking around with my friends, and I kinda got fucking vaporized by the Polytoria mods, okay? They got my ass within 10 minutes, and hey, listen, okay, it was an honest mistake. It was all my mistake. I'm never gonna do that shit again. But I'm just bringing this example up to show how effective and how good Polytoria's human moderators actually are. The difference between Roblox's moderation system and Polytoria's moderation system is that Roblox is really stingy, and they do not want to pay real human moderators to moderate their website. So they have like multiple different AI algorithms that automatically do moderation for them. And if you do like something really minor, like say something slightly inappropriate in Roblox, you're gonna get fucking vaporized and banned forever. And then if your fucking sibling happens to play on the same Wi-Fi as you, you're gonna get banned permanently. You're gonna have your whole fucking entire account deleted if you're playing on Roblox. Meanwhile, this same AI that bans you for that type of shit cannot for the life of it identify a fucking actual predator and an actual creep and an actual child molester on Roblox. And it's just, I mean, you guys all know how fucked up Roblox's moderation is. I'm really not going to drone on for too much longer. But Polytoria, on the other hand, unlike Roblox, actually has human moderators that actually understand context, that can ban inappropriate accounts, and that won't take like super harsh, super fucking nuclear action on your account if you make a little slip up, right? And this excellent moderation system allows Polytoria to be an even more excellent social hangout for people of all different ages. I mean, other than the fact that you can freely chat with other people in Polytoria inside of a game, Polytoria also has like reviews and like message boards under games where you can like leave live feedback to a developer if you're playing their game, or like talk to other people about their experiences in the game. And then Polytoria also has forums where you can, you know how old Roblox used to have forums? Well, Polytoria also has forums where, again, you need to have good community standing and not be an asshole in order to chat on the forums. And if you can manage that, then you can have free reign to talk to whoever you want about whatever kind of games you want, or whatever kind of events you want, or whatever kind of Polytoria-related subjects you want, right? You can also easily trade with other people, and every single item on the catalog actually has a message board as well, where again, you can talk to other people about the item, and, you know, just talk about the item in general. If you want to start a conversation about an item, you can start a conversation about an item. It's just like, there's just so many different ways to connect with people on Polytoria and to make friends in Polytoria. And I mean, hands up, truly, absolute cinema. What can I say, right? This small team of developers managed to do what Roblox could not in like fucking, I think, 20 years, right? Like, Roblox released all the way back in 2006, and they couldn't do what Polytoria is doing in 20 fucking years. It is absolutely insane. And man, I'm just so glad that Polytoria is smoking Roblox. I mean, competition is always a good thing. When you have a corporation and, you know, they have a monopoly over a certain aspect of gaming or social media or really anything. It doesn't even have to be digital, it can be physical. Whenever there's a really big company that's doing really evil shit, competition is always welcome. And that's exactly what Polytoria is doing. They're making competition for Roblox. Now, I did mention that games in Polytoria aren't all that. You know, I did mention that they aren't as good as Roblox's games. But there's good news in that department too, because, well, first of all, Polytoria's developers are really open with the community, right? They're really transparent with the community. They actually listen to community feedback, and they actually listen to their players' complaints, and they're actively working on solving most of the issues that, you know, your average Polytoria player might encounter. And one of those issues is, well, simply Polytoria not being strong enough to, you know, let you make some crazy, insane games like Bee Swarm Simulator in Polytoria, or well, whatever other popular game there is on Roblox, you know. And Polytoria developers have been really transparent about how they're gonna upgrade Polytoria's engine to allow for these more insane games, and how they're gonna switch to the Godot engine, and how they're gonna, you know, improve on their studio, and, you know, provide developers with more tools and all that. And it's looking really, really, really promising as of right now. And Polytoria is soon, very soon, I don't know how soon, but probably in like less than a few months, it's gonna switch to Polytoria 2.0. That's what they're calling the update, Polytoria 2.0. And Polytoria 2.0 is basically going to revamp the whole entire website. It's going to introduce R15, or I think it's technically R10 because you have less joints. But they're going to give player models more joints in the game so that they aren't like as stilted as they are currently. They're going to improve animations, they're going to improve chatting, they're going to improve the filter on the platform. As I mentioned before, they're going to give their developers a whole lot more tools to work with, and they're going to make their studio a lot more similar to the Roblox studio, so that the people who are migrating to Polytoria can both make better games if they learn how to use Polytoria Studio, but also so that if any Roblox developer happens to want to migrate to Polytoria, they can easily get into their studio and, start making games and all that stuff. And it's all looking very, very promising. But yeah, guys, I think that's all I have to say for this video. Go play Polytoria, go support the developers. I think this project is looking really, really awesome, and I think it's gonna turn out amazing in a few months, and God knows what's coming in a few years, right? I mean, Polytoria is just gonna keep getting better and better and better. So there is really nothing you have to lose by checking it out right now. But yeah, from the bottom of my heart, I suggest you guys go check out Polytoria, and yeah, see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.